It's Tuesday. I'm LeChance. I'm here with the Happy Cloud. And together, we're going to cast this game for you. That's my intro this time.
Short and sweet, I like it.
Straight to the point, because we are actually already in draft. And if you were like, hey, this game was supposed to happen at 8 o'clock, you're right, and you pay attention, and you're the kind of person we love. But it did get pushed back an hour, so we're on time for this time. And we've got a bunch of bans. What do you think of this draft so far?
So they were kind of memeing in the chat about banning Physical's Wukong. I think every time I've seen him play it, the last time I casted the Gold Diggers was against Sensei Randals, where Physical popped off, basically solo carried both games on his Wukong. A little bit different lineups now, but mostly targeted bans. It seems like Rengar's targeted ban, Aatrox game playing first Physical. But the difference is last time they tried to play not counter picks into Wukong, and Wukong is like very powerful, although he has some champs that he's like very hard for him to beat. Malphite is one of those champs. N7 was able to get his Aphelios, which is his strongest champ, I would say. So they banned Zaya and Kaisa, but he's able to get Aphelios, who's better than both those champs right now. So I think Sensei Randals is obviously feeling pretty confident. They have the Malphite counter pick, and they get this Morgana, who's pretty good into both Leona and Veigar. So honestly, they're probably happy with what's unfolding here.
I can only imagine so. Untamed Rhino is impaling me for misspelling Sensei Randals. Rhino, I'm just going to lay it out on the table for you. I was 5 minutes late. I was rushing. I panicked. I'm a rabid dyslexic. And this is really just how it all came to be. So there it is.
Kind of messed up. You're even jabbing at him when he's dyslexic. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, so. Thank you, Cloud. It is pretty messed up, and I hope you're ashamed of yourself, you Rhino.
Yeah. Also, LeChance did not make the stream tile. That was my good friend DJ Dice. So, if anything, you should be messaging him. Oh, they get the Echo. That's another U-Rhino champ. I'm really liking Sensei Randall's comp right now, and they're saving counter pick for their jungler, I guess. Although Morgana and Echo can both go in the jungle. Malphite too, but that's for sure going against Wukong.
Is Morgana jungle? Is that how does that work?
So Morgana with like a bunch of other champs got those like jungle buffs. Her W does like % health to monsters now, so she actually I played it a few times. She actually clears very fast. Her ganks are okay. They're like worse Elise ganks.
Sure.
But when she's level 6, they're like guaranteed kills almost, and she can fire off that Q from like the Fog of War, and if it hits, it's like a guaranteed kill, right? Because it is still a Morgana snare.
Of course.
So we'll have to see. It's most likely support, right? I think last time Old No Name played it, last time I saw him play support, it was Morgana. So it looks like they're going to go with the Olaf. Pretty interesting picking Olaf into Trundle. I think Trundle is traditionally really good into this Olaf pick. But Olaf is just what is it? Olaf is just probably comfort, and Olaf also is good into like the heavy CC comp.
Right. That
they're running on the side of the Gold Diggers. So I'm pretty excited to see how this game goes. Both these teams are good. The last time I watched these games, I'm not going to lie, LeChance, it was not pretty for Sensei Randall the last time they played in the regular season. They got absolutely blasted.
Yes.
So we'll have to see if they can make the adaptations and win the game. I'm excited to see it.
You know what I'm always curious about is, I remember watching the Cloud9 sort of like that climb through whatever that reverse bracket was, where they were always one game away from getting destroyed, and they just played their way all the way up to the finals in the NALCS. I forget what season that was.
Oh, and they went through like the gauntlet and they reverse swept like every team.
Yes. And I always wonder what kind of buff there is to be having your game, like being on the stage and playing a lot more frequently. Um, this is, of course, our last semifinals game. This will lock in the um, the finals pairing for this Saturday at 5:30 p.m. EST. That'll be the executive finals, where one of these teams is going to be facing off against Bill Withers' Toyota dealership. So
Yeah, which was a huge upset, I would say,
huge.
this last weekend. And
Yes.
not only was it a huge upset, but it wasn't like it was like a close, grindy games. Bill Withers like handily won that
Yes.
series too. So they are like looking quite strong going to the finals, and I think both these teams, um, there's maybe multiple ways they can look at it where they're like either inspired because Frank's Little Beauties was so dominant. They're like, oh, Frank's Little Beauties isn't there. Like, we could do
Right.
this. Like, we have a chance now to win the finals.
Right.
Or they're looking at that. They're like, holy crap, these guys just bodied Frank's Little Beauties. How strong are these guys? You know what I mean? Like, holy
Right.
moly. So it might be just a really, I think it's pretty exciting. I
Mm-hmm.
do think the relative strength of the executive league, I actually would say like, besides maybe economy, although I do think we had some close matches in economy. I think all the leagues, the playoffs, a lot of teams powered up. There were
Yeah.
quite a few quote unquote upsets, and I think a lot of like really close games too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be fun. And yeah, again, this weekend is going to be all of the final, or this Friday, right? It's going to be all of the finals.
Yeah. So
So
we've got one on Friday. We've got one on, or sorry, yeah. I think there is going to be economy on Friday, because one of the final teams is primarily based out of Hawaii, and they're in a crazy time zone. So we wanted to make sure that they didn't have to wake up crazy early. Executive will be on Saturday, and CEO will be on Sunday, and yeah, it's going to be great. This game, because it's the last semifinals game, it's impossible not to compare these teams to the known element, right? Bill Withers, and we just talked about how strong they were, and they knocked out. I mean, it's not crazy at all to call that an upset. So I'm going to be looking at, the mid laners here, like who can step to Chibi, and I'm going to be looking to see a very dominant performance from one of these teams to come into this weekend with a lot of confidence, because I think they need it. Because we've seen Bill Withers playing, punching up hard.
solo chance, I think for me too, my biggest concern if you're
Yes.
one of these two teams going into the finals
Yes.
is how well you match up against Bill Withers' jungle mid.
Oh, yes.
Because against um, Frank's Little Beauties, they like solely won that game through their mid jungle.
Yeah.
They had like, not everyone obviously plays their part. I'm not gonna, talk poorly. I think everyone played well,
Hmm.
but the difference in like how example played around mid lane, allowing Chibi to just get massive leads every game,
Yeah.
is huge. So I think it's going to be really this series going into the finals. I'm looking at like which of these junglers can really like take over the game. I think Fo Labby. I'm not entirely sure if I've seen him play before today, but I have seen the Demidian. I think he can definitely carry a game.
Yeah.
But unlike Bill Withers, Gold Diggers aren't really. Azurem isn't really played around. He's more just left on his own. And physical is like their carry, right? Physical is the solo carry for this team. So it's going to be really interesting to see. Also, the polar bear on Vagar is interesting to me because I think every time I've watched him play, he's played more traditional AD carries. So
Yeah.
um,
No, and chat is pointing out right now that Olaf can just run right through that cage CC. And so if Olaf gets into a place where he's a more dominant figure, obviously
yeah,
his ult, and then even the Morgana spell shield, you've got a crazed man with his hatchets running right at your face.
yeah. So Vagar was picked fairly early in the draft as a flex,
Right.
and yeah, the Olaf last pick coming in clutch definitely can take over if he gets ahead. Like obviously the spot lane can't really peel him off. He's good. I think Olaf, besides maybe Trundle in Wukong, I don't think he's great versus Wukong, but
Right.
the bot side of the map, mid and bottom, Olaf is super good.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, remember, you know what? The game might crash, but we'll be back. This is a late night stream. Game got pushed back an hour. This game was even supposed to be played on Saturday. So this is the lounge. This is the late night Tuesday lounge. We're very relaxed here. Of course, until the game gets really into it. But let's see if it crashes. If it does, it usually only crashes once, which is good. But we'll see.
What are your cocktail specialties? If we're getting into that.
Oh, yeah. We've got... what do we have here?
It didn't crash. Pog Champ.
Woo! Oh, there it is. Happy days.
I am...
Yeah, we each have a signature cocktail. So
a fan of like things that are like tart or sweet. Like I like the quote unquote fruity drinks. Because
absolutely.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Like I think, there's like I've said this before, but like this like toxic masculinity that if you are a man, you cannot consume alcohol unless you like stab a knife in your leg and put salt in it and then take a shot of like straight whiskey.
Ridiculous.
Or like in order to enjoy it. But it's like actually you can have tasty drinks.
Yeah, give me a strawberry lemonade mixed with vodka. I'm right there.
I love anything with the blue curacao in it too. Just anything with that. So good.
You're singing my song. Abso-frickin-lutely. Yeah, no, I'll crush any sort of fruity drinks. As I get older, I've learned that I've taken to drink the thing that gives you the worst hangover, which are these super sugary drinks. But they're delicious.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Drink something that tastes like shit? Not even in the question.
I do like. I will say I do like grapefruit sangria. It's also good.
Oh.
I'm a fan of like anything with tequila in it too. I think.
Nice.
I like or pomegranate. Put pomegranate in it with alcohol. It's so good.
Oh. Slow Snake is a huge fan of tequila. If we're talking about LBLCS.
Malphite took Aftershock, confirmed virgin. That's what MZ Shady said in chat. Malphite needs to take Press the Attack. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, you absolutely you are on the ball with this Malphite.
Press the attack Malphite is actually OP.
It's the way to do it.
I'm telling you straight up.
I hope that when people tune in to these casts, they take some of these nuggets that you're dropping down into solo queue and fives games. But
well, they're gonna get a lot of them because we got eliminated. So I'll be here. This is the only place I can talk about the game.
Well, we got knocked out, so I'm around all the time.
Out, so I'll be around. Listen to the 4th place mid laner. That's true. I did pop off. I'm gonna just for the record.
Absolutely.
That was a team diff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say.
It's somewhere, but there are chat logs of me freaking out at that upset. God, Wukong is so scary.
Wukong is really OP.
Yeah.
Jungle diff.
There it is. Oh, and the Morgana bind lands.
Nice binding from Mole No Name. That's a lot of poke down.
Yeah, it really
draft
is.
Draft diff, to be honest. Yeah, could be draft diff as well.
Got the level 2. Ooh, you Rhino trying to press it, but trade does not go in his direction.
An important nugget I'll share with everyone is it's always jungle diff. You lose a game, just blame the jungler, and if you're the jungler, blame your team.
Right.
And that's how it works. That's how League of Legends works.
Now, if Polar Bear is used to playing these more traditional AD carries, I hope he's been practicing Vygar because he attacks with the slowest possible speed ever, and weaving those auto attacks in is something you got to get used to, and CSing can be a little bit difficult.
I assume that if they're picking this, he has some knowledge.
Wow, a
Oh, you
lot of
Rhino
damage,
getting
and you Rhino.
solo killed
Wow.
by
Wow.
the Nico.
Yeah.
Really well done. So, yeah, Nico, especially against melee champs, is quite the bully early.
Mm-hmm.
Her E, if she hits it through minions, which is not too difficult if you're trying to CS, is like a, I think early game it's still like almost a 2-second snare. And
Yeah.
then she throws the Q down and it's just a ton of damage. And I don't think you Rhino was expecting the burst. So yeah, Azram getting the solo kill, which is pretty huge. Yeah, well done. This is every time I see Azure, I think he plays this Nico. I'm fairly certain this is like his main champ, and he gets it every game. And he is he's a player that like I don't think he is as flashy as some members of his team, but he always does pretty well. And this is definitely not the first time I've seen him solo kill his lane. So
that's
well
the
done.
sweet spot, is to have a main champion that you're incredibly solid on, but the rest of the league isn't scared of it. So you always get your pick.
Yeah, it also is just like, do you think it's just a matter of like, your champ's like not really in meta, so it's like if people main champs that are like quote unquote in the meta, then it's definitely hard to justify using a ban on that.
Right.
So even though Malphite, I think I would say has like the worst rune choice, and he started cloth armor, which I think is also kind of a kind of troll. Wow. This matchup, I think, is like almost unplayable for Wukong after a point. Like, you just can't trade back on the Malphite.
Right.
Did you just assume her gender? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Then whoever, they,
we accept
are Nico main. Yeah, I apologize. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So the cage lands here. Get a little bit of a tag, but Polar Bear actually doesn't deal a terrible amount of damage. And with this Morgana spell shield, Leona's just not able to make anything stick. All right.
Yeah, just really good. Luckily for them, Aphelios is like pretty low on mana.
Yeah.
But yeah, Morgana can just throw the spell shield on Aphelios, and he can just walk through all the CC. Doesn't need to worry about anything. And unless Vygar lands a combo, okay, here he goes.
Yeah.
Unless Vygar lands a combo on him, like the shield doesn't break, right? So both of them get the. Yeah, this lane is really hard. Morgana was a great pick for this like heavy CC bot lane.
Yeah. The other thing being that Vygar just doesn't deal a lot of damage, like, early on. Wow, okay, great tag right here. And All No Name just gonna get a little bit of damage off. Yeah, I mean, they're, what can we say? Sensei Randals is absolutely dominant in this lane right now.
Yeah, they have about a 20 CS lead that will be evened out when the wave hits the turret, but yeah, it's definitely something good, and I do like Sensei Randall's draft a lot here. I think they have a lot of tools. Okay, here goes.
Wow, Azael taking a lot of damage. The cage comes out. The binding misses just barely, but if that landed, I think we would have seen a dead Polar Bear. Oh!
And 7.
Hey, you Rhino.
Definitely,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you Rhino here just level down, doing everything he can. Also, N7 Jeopard is just been.
Rhino might just be dead here.
Oh, he might be.
He has a flash actually.
Okay. Yeah, no, if he's got flash, the chop comes out, but
I think Rhino needs to be careful because if Azurem lands the snare, then it's really easy to follow up with the ult into the Q and with this ignite, we'll definitely get a solo kill. So, but yeah.
They're gonna be able to push that wave. I wonder if they'll be able to crash that wave. Well, we're about to see the two junglers. Okay, doesn't have level 6.
Level on him.
Yes, he does, and he's just going for it. He throws the axe kind of far, though, and the smite actually doesn't even get him that last level. The pillar comes out. Afalabi, it's a little far. Wow, he really wants this, the flash, but the rest of his team's here, and I don't know, I think he's in too deep. Rhino's in the area, but is that enough to actually save him? I don't think it's going to be a flash out to avoid the Nico CC, but there's Leona. The Echo ult back. Can he go on a slippery escape? Can he get out? I think the answer is no, and it's going to be a double kill for the Nico. Wow.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So, Afolabi, like you said, he kind of overshot his axe the first time. So he wasn't able just to like chain the axes.
Right.
And because of that, Trundle was able to get the smite off and get the teleport away. And yeah, and they just got collapsed on. You Rhino, I think, went a little too deep to try to salvage that play.
Sorry, the
oh my
Malphite
god,
ult coming
Malphite
out
going
here,
in.
and then the Wukong ult thrown back in response.
This is kind of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, let's see. I mean, both their health bars pretty low. Notorious Bud has got less mana than Physical, who's going to come right back in. Oh, he missed a precious auto attack there, and I think that's actually going to be it.
yeah.
Maybe he was trying to... Okay, N7 Shepard now 1v1ing the support. Let's see. Leona just kind of gets to walk out. Afalabi following him with Sweeper. The smite comes out. Rhino decides he wants to fight now. Wow, non-stop, and a flash over the wall. And now we cut down to the bot lane where another fight's still going. Who's here? It's the Trundle. Will the binding land? No, it won't. And we're right back to the mid lane where Rhino gets locked up and I think maybe dies. He does. A flash from N7 Shepard. The exhaust is down from that Dominion.
Oh my god.
Lots of low health bars. All no name is so low. Included. Okay, let's see. Now we've got 6 on Vygar, but he's already used his ultimate.
So the one thing I'll say about, yeah, there's just so much going on, but like one thing is Notorious Bud. The reason this Aftershock on Malphite is not very effective is because by the time the knockup's over, Aftershock kind of runs out and you're not getting a lot of damage, so he's not getting this that inherent advantage. And he only has one move that procs Aftershock, which is his ult, right?
Yeah.
So Wukong normally could not really trade back on a Malphite, but because of him having Aftershock as his keystone, Physical is able to get the damage in and take him down. So that was really well done. They get his flash, but he's happy. And then, yeah, you Rhino, catching up back up in CS, but just having a rough time with the getting rooted under the turret there and dying.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sensei, Randall, like I think most games, their saving grace here is their bot lane. Old No Name and Shepard have a decent lead, and we're almost able to get a kill there. So we'll have to see if they can. The more damage Shepard gets, the easier it will be for him to make these kills happen. So we'll have to see. But right now, Gold Digger's in a not a huge lead, but like 5 kills. They have a lot of members getting gold, and Azurim has a ton of gold. We'll be able to back for the GLP soon, or the Ludens. It looks like they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
I feel like a lot of these. Fights have sort of been from Sensei Randall's being a little bit too aggressive, right? Okay, Notorious Bud up here, just Malphite's ults away, but Leona goes right onto Morgana. Let's see, taking some damage, and who's coming? It is going to be the Olaf. The axe lands, so there's a bit of a slow, and the Zale's going to get taken down. Sensei Randall's is on the board.
Yeah, good kill. Old No Name opting to save his ult there, so they might be able to look for a kill onto the Dagar here. But yeah, you're exactly right. A lot of the action is actually started by Sensei Randalls. There's just a lot of like quote unquote misplays happening.
Right.
Where they're just they're like going too deep, or like the micro mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is unfortunate for them. But there is a chance. It's definitely not done. They
Nice.
have Aphelios. That champ is very fair and balanced.
Yes, well said.
And could definitely, but he can definitely carry a game solo, especially with the Morgana Black Shield. One thing that's advantage about Morgana Black Shield too.
Afrolabi right here onto Leona. Let's see, he might actually be out too far, and he's running towards this bot lane, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Kill goes over to Trundle.
Yeah, just again, kind of a risky invade and got collapsed on there.
Yeah.
I was going to say that Morgana, one advantage of Black Shield against AD champs is if she gets the Black Shield onto Aphelios before Wukong gets onto him, Wukong will not be able to knock him out.
Rhino going in, Azurim popping this ult, but Echo actually gets all the way out, and another kill to N7 Shepard. A binding lands.
Physical.
Polar Bear, let's see, Physical is here. Let's see, Exhaust goes down, and a massive ult. Wow, executed with that Vygar ultimate. Old No Name's gonna definitely get out, and Rhino's gonna go on a Mission Impossible escape mission.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, having the TP advantage there, Notorious Bud is not able to come down and help his team. Physical gets the TP and comes down and gets, nets his team 2 kills, and they get the dragon.
Yeah.
Or actually, it looks like Olaf finished off the dragon. Am I incorrect? Wasn't it?
Hey, I can't remember. I hope that somebody in the chat can. Although, you could rewind if you'd like.
Trundle got it. It was an Ocean Drake. Okay,
Nice.
so Trundle got the Ocean Drake.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, they get a Dragon 2 kills off the 1 teleport, and he still has like a 30 CS lead, right?
Yeah.
So it's looking really good for Gold Diggers. They're only up by 1,000 gold, but in the early game,
ooh, a
all that
teleport
gold is
coming
on
out. Let's see. Does Malphite have ultimate? He does, but a perfect cage puts the kibosh on whatever that was gonna be. Now, the other thing is that, you know, we were talking about how Aphelios is definitely somebody who can carry, and it's being piloted by a player that can carry as well. I think that when N7 Shepherd steps up, he's definitely got more than enough skill to spare. It's just going to be a situation of finding an angle and, yeah, bring him back from this gold deficit. This is a well-placed Herald here. This tower's going to go down, and I think Olaf's going to find himself in a 1v2. He's maybe looking to get one right here. The dumb idiot is stuck, has to flash, and the Malphite ult comes in. They are turning this, and a flash out from Physical. But Rhino's around the corner. He's going to turn around. He's going to say, hey, Nico, I'm actually not afraid of you. Use the Echo ult to escape. They've got the slow. A third flash being picked up from the side of Sensei Randals.
They're giving it to Rhino, too.
Beautiful. Well
just
done.
Like that, they've turned it around. 700 gold in the pocket of Rhino. A double kill for this Olaf. Although Olaf has had like some questionable invades, he is ahead in CS like he should be. And yeah, that's really, really big. Rhino opting for Sork shoes as his first item instead of finishing up the Proto Belt, and because of that, he's been able to kind of be all over the map. He's actually surpassed Azurum in CS. And yeah, he's got a lot of. That was a really good turnaround for them, honestly. And we got to Malphite, although he is quote unquote losing lane, he's still Malphite, right? He still just presses R and slows everyone's attack speed.
Right.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And okay, wait, let's see. Notorious Bud. There's 2 people on him right now. Does get knocked up right there. Does he have ult? No, he does not. He's just gonna have to walk.
Done.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, and he's gonna draw the
he's out of there. Oh my god.
Wow. Well done. Well done.
Oh my god, he lives.
The Thornmail.
Everyone was talking mess about this man's Aftershock, and he was able to live because he procs Aftershock. I don't know if it mattered actually, but he procced Aftershock off the blast cone there.
Alright. It is for some reason not let's see, I think now we're caught up.
Or are we off sync a little bit?
Yes, but I believe that I have caught up.
So nice roam by Azel, able to get Rhino's flash there. Not bad. And we are getting ready here for our next dragon in about a minute. It's a mountain soul, which I'd say favors the side of, or the mountain drags at least are going to favor the side of Sensei Randals. They want to stack those tank stats on this Olaf, who actually went Cinderhulk. But most importantly, Malphite.
Yeah, I believe so. Wow, No Name has been landing a decent amount of these bindings. Rhino threatening a very aggressive Echo stun. Alright, both teams want this. Pretty bad. Oh, Rhino wasn't able to get over the wall there, just gives it to Olaf.
Dang.
Okay, if they can land this, Polar Bear takes a real decent amount of damage. And actually, one more auto attack. Minions finish it off.
I'm really surprised. I thought maybe Shepard would, with a black shield, would just walk through the stun and chase him. But he does have exhaust. Maybe he realized it's just not worth it.
Rhino backing off here.
I know, taking a lot of free damage. And that's right
so
before the drag. He does have teleport
great.
If he wants to back, but
binding misses. Let's see, they clear it.
Oh,
but
here they go.
is totally in and just gonna walk away. Neither team really commits there. Yeah, Rhino's got TP, and they've got plenty of teleport targets for him to come in with. He's gonna go back, spend some gold, heal up.
So I will say one of the advantages right now of this Sensei Randall's team is they have the inside track here, right? They do. They're here, and look at Rhino has a flank
Oh, here it
Comes
is.
in on the
Aphelios
backside.
comes out, but Physical also has a flank, goes in, does get the knockups. He's exhausted there. Let's see what happens. Notorious Bud actually does finally go down. Physical going low. It does look like Shepard was killed, and this Olaf, so much attack speed, and two kills over there. Old No Name is going to try and walk away, and he is the last surviving member of Sensei Randals, and the Dragon might just be the Gold Diggers.
Wow. So yeah, Aphelios was just like instantly killed on the backside. It looked like, and without him, they don't have a lot of damage. Rhino was able to get a flank in the back, but he got stunned up and wasn't able to finish off Polar Bear, who also has the exhaust. He got exhausted the same way.
Right.
And yeah, without him and without Rhino, but mostly without Aphelios, they don't have a ton of consistent damage. So they're not able to kill these beefcakes on the side of, not able to really kill Trundle and Wukong that easily. So
right.
Yeah. The Dragon goes over to the side of the Gold Diggers, and the gold is
yeah. That's
dead
what
even.
was wild. Four kills, and they turn over a dragon, and I mean, I guess the mountain stats might put it a little bit over, but
it's also where your gold's allocated, right? Like they have their gold pretty spread.
Right.
And let's see if we look. There's like a 1.5k gold lead in the top lane, and then the gold's pretty much even, except that there's about a 1200 gold lead in favor of Shepard.
Right.
So yeah, that's where like the slightest gold lead is allocated towards those two sides of the map, which is kind of what we were talking about, right? Like Physical being the quote unquote carry of the Gold Diggers, while Shepard is the carry of Sensei Randals.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that last team fight might be the early workings of a draft. Oh, let's see real quick if Rhino can get the kill here. It doesn't look like it, and okay, might be saving his ult.
Yeah, I think Rhino could just use the ult to dodge the Bagger ult.
Yes, right. Yes, that would be a good way to do it, but
Physical
Physical wants
coming.
this. The flash in, does get the knockup, goes right back into a cage. That was the epitome of an alley-oop. If you've been wondering how to do an alley-oop in League of Legends, that was it. Wow.
So I would say that like they do get the kill.
Yes.
But that is for Physical's teleport, so it's not the end of the world.
Right, and Flash. He teleported and Flash for that.
So it's not the end of the world for them. We'll have to see. We haven't really seen any good TPs out of Notorious Bud this game, so he still has the opportunity now while he has this advantage to maybe turn a fight on its head.
Right.
The Rift Herald goes over, not much done with it. It gets instantly killed before it even gets to it gets a charge off, but doesn't even get the turret. And still, Sensei Randals have like okay, never mind. The gold just keeps like bouncing within the hundreds between each other. So, but right now I would say I think I'm going to be favoring the side of the Gold Diggers.
Sure. Because
really, the only way that Sensei Randals is going to be able to win team fights is if they can prevent Shepard from dying.
So,
which is kind of on Old No Name, right? He has to be able to get the black shield on him and peel him as best he can.
Right. So, speaking of these team fights, that team fight that we saw at this very dragon pit that we're looking at right now, do you think that's sort of the rough draft of what these team fights are going to look like to come down the rest of this game? Just constant, like, diving of the back line, and just down to Physical being able to get in on that back line. He did so much, I believe, by himself. I don't think anybody else was with him. Oh, and we might be looking at a pick right here. If there are any slows, anything they can get. Rhino is going deep, going for it. He's inside the cage. Oh, spell shield.
Throw your Q, Rhino.
Yep.
Throw your Q, bro.
Oh, and he ults. Let's see if they can get a kill in return. They are going to be able to trade mid for support. Let's see how that affects this dragon fight.
Yeah, Rhino could have thrown his Q to proc the passive there and maybe like slipped out.
Right.
But was not able. Also, Rhino he went for the Sork shoes. Very risky purchase because there's a ton of CC on the side of Gold Diggers.
Right.
So the lack of tenacity is definitely,
Gonna be huge.
yeah, a little ballsy, right? It's like you have to not get hit by anything, but a lot of it's point and click, so we'll have to see. So they trade 1-for-1 there. Obviously, it's mid laner for support, so not that bad, but they're both going to be back on the map, so it's not a big deal. What you Rhino really needs to do is get in a side lane and just try his best to like start accelerating his farm, because he has teleport. He can really like start to pull ahead of this Nico. And that's kind of one of Echo's specialties, is he's really hard to kill in the side lane.
We've got a bit of a scuffle going on here. Afalabi's got the spell shield on, and it's just gonna be to walk away, and then the turn onto the dragon. They might look to pull this out, but they actually couldn't. Well, that turret was there. Okay, now they're just gonna give up, pulling it back, go back onto it. Let's see. Gold Diggers have the inside track. You Rhino maybe setting up something for an over-the-wall engage. No Name does flash in. He does Zonia's. Let's see. Nico Wall goes down and gets the double stun. They actually are able to kill Nico. And Seven Shepherd's alive on the back side. Let's see what happens. The exhaust go down, a double kill. But here is in the flanking position a Malphite.
Notorious Bud is just kind of zoning the
He is on the flash though. Can he actually turn this around? Can he get the kill? He's trying so hard. Oh. Unable to get that last kill, but Bud gets a kill right there. He's still a big boy, but he doesn't have any mana. I think he's just gonna go down. Wow, that was close.
Leona and Vega are like solo, are solo zoning, and Seven Shepherd here, and he really needs old No Name to put the black shield on him, so he can walk through the CC. Because without it. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Rhino is gonna find a Trundle here. A little bit too far. He's gonna flash forward to try and get the shield. Maybe he'll be able to get over the wall. He does. That was very, very secret agenty.
That was very interesting.
Yes, it was. A curious choice of words.
Very interesting.
Yes.
But yeah, Rhino needs to get the side lane. His champ is a lot more effective if he can just split push.
Yeah.
Once Echo gets his core of Lich Bane and Protobelt, he is really dangerous to leave alone, because he can start doing like tons of damage to the turrets. He's hard to pin down. And then he can look for flanks. Kind of wastes his teleport there, so it's going to be a little harder for him to do that.
Right.
But yeah, so that fight was almost in Sensei Randall's favor, actually.
It was really close.
Because Bud was able to like zone solo the Wukong, and if Wukong's not killing N7, they have a way better chance to win. The main issue is he needs this Morgana Black Shield. Like, Morgana used the Black Shield on herself to get in and get some like initiation down, but realistically he needs to just be defending Shepherd. And honestly, it looks like he's building towards, I think, an Hourglass. I also don't think that's correct. I think it's like build Redemption, build Knight's Vow, like build everything you can to keep this guy alive, because if they don't instantly kill him, he will be able to like take over these team fights.
Yeah, he almost did it by himself.
Yeah, almost did. So we'll have to see how it plays out, but yeah. Should be an interesting next few team fights here. Bud finishing Spirit Visage. Not quite what I would pick. I think the Abyssal Mask would help his team out a little bit more, and also it helps him do a little more damage. You don't have a ton of healing with the Spirit Visage, but the build path is nice, so...
You know, the other aspect just of Gold Digger's composition, you know, now that we're 27 minutes in, and he's 5-1-5 and has 148 CS, even though he's almost Flame Horizoned, that Vigard's just going to keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And he's not at, like, critical mass or anything right now, but still something that's going to put pressure on the side of Sensei Randals, where it's like, we can't have a 40-minute game, because then, I mean, then we're in a really terrible situation.
Yeah, I mean, again, this Morgana is, like, the key.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, you get a one black shield in a fight, and where you put it, it's very important.
Keegan says, hey, did you guys see the photo X-Ranger put up of his kid in the Discord earlier? I wouldn't like it if my dad did that to me.
I did. This is a very eventful day.
I think that was someday.
Yeah.
100 Thieves. I'm 95% sure.
N7
Okay.
Shepard going in, dealing so much damage and trying to get the kill on his
my
own.
God.
Not trying, he does. And to his assistance here is a jungler. Can N7 Shepard get 2 kills? He does. He's stunned up right now.
He gets the black shield. He gets the
black shield, and he lives. Can he do it? No, he can't, but only because Physical came in. The exhaust comes down, and a double kill for the Wukong. That almost went really, really well.
Oh, he just slams the true damage.
Holy gosh. Okay.
I don't know who wins this.
I don't know who wins this either, but it's in a minion wave.
I'm assuming Wukong does not win. Okay.
Okay.
Comes in.
Oh, he didn't get that knock up there. It was just a second too late, I think. If he can catch up to Physical, I mean, Wukong is just so much more slippery than Malphite. He's running out of mana.
Yeah, but also just doesn't have a ton of mana.
Oh wait, that's so smart. That's the Wukong.
Oh, he
the
still
Wukong
gets
chat.
him though.
Yes, he does. Let's
No.
see.
Oh, flash auto. No, I guess he didn't want to go for it. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, but another reason why the Abyssal Mask is a little bit better than this Spear Visage is because you're getting mana.
Right. Yes. So,
Bistro Mathematics says Shepard pinged his Malphite's TP. Laugh my ass off. That's true. He's just like spam pinging his teleport.
A nice insight into their comms. I mean, speaking of those comms, Sensei Randals has got to, if you could ever see more of a proof of concept of like, just...
Turtle Star 6 says, is this the loser's bracket?
No.
Sorry. No, this is our semifinals. It just got pushed back. So you are... I watched 2 different ones as well. So yeah, this is our semifinal for Executive League, which is our plat and gold level.
Okay, wait,
usually.
Physical coming in right here. Let's see. Okay, red team does get the Drake right here. A huge Nico all right in the center. And N7 Shepard gets a kill right there. Wukong gets a massive knockup. Let's see if N7 Shepard can do his job. He's on the back right there. 2 super low health bars, but Physical gets him right before he's able to get killed. And let's see. Rhino's the one with the damage left. He's got it. Be able to deal something right now. Sorry, I just started hearing an echo. Old No Name is going to get slowed. Jumps out. Sorry, not slowed. He had the black shield. He flashes out.
No one won. This is game 1 at Dingus. And also, yeah, every team fight is literally N7 versus the world, and he is so close to just like
so close
1v9. I think if he's getting some healing reduction now, which is kind of key because he has to get through the Death Dance that's on Physical.
Right.
But it was so close. And yeah, it's a close game, but yeah, Old No Name needs to really just try to sit on the Shepherd and just get these black shields.
Right.
I would say buy redemption, buy everything you possibly can for this guy.
Oh, they're doing this very
teleport
slow.
coming in from your Rhino.
Yeah. If they can get a ward on it, they can get a ward on it. Anything to dive in there. Rhino does actually go in. I think he needs to ult out. Yeah. Smart. And they're just gonna recall and reset.
Yo, Physical literally ducked, dodged, and dived his way through every obstacles to kill N7 Shepherd.
He did. He absolutely
Bistro
did.
Mathematics says N7 needs his boys to throw themselves at Wukong instead of pretending to be useful. True. He just needs his boys to stand in front of him. He needs them to frontline, and he needs these guys should be deathballing around N7.
Right.
Which massive. I think is like, yeah, and that's one of like the differences in, I would say like the leagues is knowing who to play around.
Right.
Obviously, if you're a Malphite or an Echo, you're looking to dive the backline, but that's not always the correct choice, right? Sometimes it's better just to play front to back and peel.
Ooh, 7 up a bit here. And he's fine. So now they're 4K behind. Things aren't looking great. The other team has Baron.
Junie says, hi, Dad.
What's up, son? How's it going? Just remember that I'm proud of you. Always. Okay. We've got an Olaf and a Wukong. They run into each other in the jungle and just walk away. Hey, thanks to whoever followed us or subscribed. I have not memorized the sounds. But thank you
Slack
kindly.
King Chaos is the newest investor in the LBLCS. Thank you, Slack King Chaos.
Your promotional materials will be in the mail.
Ev Dingus also says LeChance doesn't eat bagels.
You hold your tongue. I absolutely eat bagels. I could talk for a long time about bagels, which flavors are important to me, how they should be eaten. My own personal opinion, of course, but don't make me wax poetic. God, I wish I haven't eaten a bagel in so long. God. Wait, that's a lie. I had egg and cheese on a poppy seed and a cinnamon raisin toasted with cream cheese earlier today. What am I talking about? It's literally what I had for breakfast. BT dubs, we can hear whatever that is. Oh wait, sorry. That is the stream again. God!
Spin Doctors.
Spin
Played.
Doctors.
Ev Dingus played Spin Doctors for 100 bits.
Thank you. Once again, until I have more monitors, all I can see is this game.
Someone you don't know says, highlights his message to say LeChance licks toes. Keegan highlights his message to say LeChance licks toes.
Someone you don't know.
Bistro Mathematics says, literally eats 2 bagels every day.
2 bagels every day. I wish.
Bistro Mathematics highlights his message to say, LeChance is a 2 bagel eating looking ass.
Yeah, man. Sometimes, I was gonna say you lick the toppings off of an everything bagel, but even that is, I mean, that's sacrilege. Okay, Olaf of all people tagged, but he's gonna run away because it's Olaf.
So the soul point is up in 15 seconds here.
Yeah.
Should be a pretty... I mean, they have to walk in here and contest this, right? Like, they can't give this up for free.
I mean, Sensei Randals is a little late to this party.
Full build. If he doesn't die, he will effortlessly kill their whole team.
There's a GA on this, and Olaf on the other side of the wall. They might be able to burst him down. He does not have an ult, okay? You get a stopwatch that comes through. A pretty good stun from you, Rhino, but is he going to be able to survive this? I don't believe so. A massive Malphite ult, but it's just one at a time, and N7 Shepard needs to be dealing this damage. It really is. Okay, now it's N7 Shepard and Ol No Name versus the world.
My god, they're sending wave after wave of their own men at them to shut off the kill bots.
I'm very familiar with these tactics. They were really cemented in World War I, Napoleonic era. And you know what? We changed those tactics for a reason.
So, yeah, Sensei Randall's opting for the funnel strat, but funneling the enemy team there. And unfortunately, they were not able to get in there.
Yes.
And now, nice
great
killer.
That was really good. The exhaust comes out. Okay.
Keegan says LeChance is who I want to grow up to be. And Turtle Star 6 says LeChance low-key cuts holes in his burger buns to eat bagel burgers.
What? Wow.
Dingus says I want to be like a happy cloud. It's true. Should.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
that's
hard to be like a happy cloud.
Listen,
Just make sure you get a lot of water vapor, but not too much. Otherwise, you're a sad cloud.
Aw. We want to keep all our clouds happy.
That's not even low key. Someone tell Bud he can look up builds on the internet.
Okay, Olaf running in here. Let's see. Obviously immune to the CC, but that's not going to last for too long, and he is deep, and it's too deep. And Malphite also stuck here. Okay, nice creative blast cone. All right.
Nice
N7 Shepard is locked up. Does he have the time to go online? A great Echo ult actually does get a kill there, but Physical is just in the back line, getting physical and killing people. It's his job, and he does it well. I mean, Gold Diggers are so big at this point.
Yeah, I also I don't want to harp on this too much because I don't want to be too negative, but I do think that this game was quite winnable, but Sensei Randall's team needed to play more around N7.
Yes.
They needed to be like forming like a phalanx and protecting him, right? Like
absolutely.
If he
gather the hoplites.
Yeah, exactly. If he doesn't die to this dive, he can easily kill their whole team. Like, he is a full build of Helios. But what's happening is they're just so split. The issue is like it's so hard to dive onto the back line.
Yeah.
and although they got the Veigar there, it's not really worth it when like you're killing Veigar and maybe Nico, but you're trading your divers for their backline carries, but their front line can easily kill your backline.
Right.
So you're not really getting anything out of it, right? Like you have to realize what are your win conditions.
Absolutely. And now we're at the point where, you know, this Wukong has a GA. You gotta kill him twice. And if cooler heads had prevailed a little earlier in the game, I do think that Sensei Randals could have absolutely, honestly, I mean, not super easily, but more easily than what we're seeing right now, taking this as a win. I think we're just seeing Gold Eagles be pretty smart.
Phalanx? That is pronounced Phalanx, right? Or is I wrong?
No, I think
the
it's
shield
Phalanx.
wall type beat, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Phalanx, absolutely.
Phalanx. Yeah, okay. So I thought I said. Someone's correcting me in chat, I don't know.
Oh.
My NA brain was quickly.
Okay, Urino going in.
L-I-N.
Okay, Urino does take the ult right back out. There's Leo on the other side. And Gold Diggers are posturing in this jungle. They've got a whole other lane they can go to. And who is behind the door? It is Leona. Wow, so tanky. Like, not even taking damage from Aphelios. N7 Shepard's going to get locked up here, and Physical's going to take that as a go sign. He's in, and N7 Shepard is out. We've got the Malphite ult that comes in, knocking people up. Urino looking for an angle to deal some damage here, but this might be it. That is the full ace for Gold Diggers, who are almost certainly going to push this through to the Nexus and get themselves the first win in this best of 3 series.
Yeah. So, this is a game, I don't know if they have the time to do this, right? Because they have to play game 2. But this is the game that, like, honestly, a lot of the misplays were easily fixable mistakes, right? Like, one, Bud's build is not great, right? He should have gone like the Sunfire Cape into the Abyssal Mask, he could have gone Thornmail, but maybe his third item he could have sit on the Bramble Vest. I think that Urino had like quite a few mess ups early where he just kind of fed kills, and unfortunately, and the team as a whole needed to play better around N7. Like he was their win condition, and you're just kind of leaving him out to dry. And although, like, yeah, maybe you're trading for the backline, it's really not worth. I would say like 9 times out of 10, it would be worth it for Malphite just to ult Wukong and Trundle while they're trying to dive Shepard and peel for him. Because if they die, if Shepard doesn't die in the initial like dive, he will get to do his damage and start to kill the front line, because those champs are gated by their cooldowns, right? So like he isn't, like he just gets to sit there and auto attack. But yeah, it just really needs. There are just a few things that like I think were fixable.
Yeah.
I also think that maybe Old No Name should have just hardcore committed to support build and just played around him, because like their whole team comp should. The game plan needed to switch to like, okay, Aphelios is the win con, because he was at like 10 CS a minute. He was basically first person to be full build in the game. He could have upgraded his QSS obviously, but like he was full build. He was super strong. So that's just one of those things that like I do think, not to take it away from Gold Diggers, because I think they played better overall, obviously, but I do think that like Sensei Randals really kind of dropped the ball. They had the chance to really win that game. So
yeah,
we'll have to see how they adapt going into game 2.
Absolutely. And I mean, this was 100% winnable. I thought that we saw a lot of good play from Sensei Randals in that first. You know, there was a good deal of that game where they were being aggressive, too aggressive, but it was because they were in a commanding position. But then balance of power shifts. You can't keep that mindset. So I do hope we see some changes there. I think this is a team that can bring this to a third game at the very least. So we'll see. Just in the lobby waiting for. I believe they're gonna do another. Let's see, you guys gonna do another pro draft. Yes, stream is always hard. always got to read the highlighted messages. 19 Steps says LeChance has a successful career, a loving family, and a beautiful girlfriend with nice toes, because that's what he's into. And hey, guys, what can I say? You've got me on the nose. I'm just a simple man with a foot fetish and a love for bagels. So, Bigfoot, game one went to Gold Diggers.
Can the casters play a quick novice bot game?
Yeah, we'll
No.
get right on that. Who is that? Turtle Star. It is so hard to read the blue names. Yeah, also Senseis are playing like LeChanson does in bot lane. It's very inside. You had to be in a very specific casual fives game. Wolfie831 says you didn't deny it though. No. That was me. It's saying that you've got me. I love feet. I love bagels. I like it when you put bagels onto the toes. That sounds like a thing. Yep. I'm just leaning into this at this point. Okay, so we've got the band starting up, a gangplank right out of the bat. I believe that was from last game. And Gold Diggers, I think we're gonna see a lot. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens as it comes through. But these ADC bands are not surprising me. LeChance had my child, Eve Dingus. Now that's an interesting road. Gold Diggers won game one. Spin Doctors did not win game one. Spin Doctors aren't playing right now.
Don't tell the Spin Doctors, but MZ Shady is actually in the chat, so it might trigger them.
All No Name.
All No Name needs to play Braum this next game. Just peel and protect as hard as he can. I think he played the Morgana well.
Yeah.
It was just later in the game. I think he got too focused on diving the back line. I think if he and got rid of his hourglass, if I think he just committed to peeling, it would have been fine. Because I think the Black Shield is such a
absolutely
a useful tool against that team, but it just ended up not being good for them.
That's
Turtle
true.
Star 6 says, "Let's stop cyberbullying LeChance. He is a nice guy and a great caster."
Wow, that was... I'm touched. A streak of genuine kindness, in my world, which is just a terrifying hurricane of bagels and feet. Bigfoot Wow says, do we see the Spin Doctors 2-0? Once again, the Spin Doctors are not playing in this game, and I know you know that. I talked to you an hour ago. You absolutely know. Huh, this is a turn. Hold on. Ah, shoot. Flo Sneezy says, counterpoint, keep cyberbullying him into revealing more about this bagel toe situation. I'm into it. Someone you don't know. Oh, wait, someone you don't know said, I agree with Turtle Star. That's nice. I thought you were agreeing with Flo Sneezy. Oh, and then he redeemed another message saying, but also LeChance likes toes, and of course Bigfoot then cheered. Counterpoint, keep cyberbullying him into revealing more about this bagel toe situation. I'm into it, as if I had not already read these messages and would not continue to read them.
Slack King Chaos says, Lulu would be a nice pick for Randals, considering how good the AD carry is. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it looks like they're going for the Tom Kench.
It does. A lot of cheering happening from our dedicated fan base that has an extreme interest in League of Legends, and they will never deviate their focus from that, League of Legends.
I will say to all of you guys in the chat that are kink shaming LeChance, shame on you.
Thank you.
That's fucked up.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having my back. I really appreciate it, dude.
Would LeChance rather eat a bagel with toenails as topping or a toe with everything bagel seasoning as a topping? Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Boy. God, I love hypotheticals, though. Holy shit, this chat. Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta go with the seasoning on the toes, because as long as I'm not, it's not a cannibal-esque situation, because then you're just eating everything bagel seasoning, and I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, it is a little bit gross without the bread. Someone you don't know says he's not shaming, he's just pointing out. We all know someone you don't know, a very litigious
Cooney says,
gentleman.
"Do you need more skins, Papa Cloud? I'm always accepting skins. Those Spirit Blossom skins coming out look choice, and any help I get will save me spending my own money. So I appreciate any donations to Happy Cloud.
We all know that
Great.
Cooney
Cooney
is,
is the man.
yeah.
Cooney. Not only did he gift me a sub, but the other day on one of the streams, he said he would gift me a skin, and then he totally did. I logged on and I had a nice skin waiting for me. I was quite
What?
happy. So,
Cooney is.
and I messaged him and he said, "Who's this?" And I was like, "Well, okay."
Oh my god, I love Cooney's absolutely baffling brand of kindness, which is like I just feel like I'm being
Yeah, he's a nice
outboxed.
guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh,
I only ask that if you face me one on one in Valorant, please give me the kill. I will give you all the kills. I will turbo funnel into you, Cooney.
yeah.
I did try the new Spirit Blossom Yasuo skin on the PPE, and it feels nice. Feels nice.
Sorry, we missed some stuff. Ev Dinga says LeChance also hates buses.
Is that true?
No, I love public transportation. I think our country could use more of it.
Alrighty. Oh my god, first of all, I
Yes.
didn't get a chance to see this because I honestly was reading chat.
Yeah.
Fiddlesticks was locked in.
Wait, what?
Fiddlesticks. In the jungle was locked in. I love Fiddlesticks, and I think the new Fiddlesticks is amazing.
Yeah, no, I think that's an absolutely great pick. Shame on this chat for bamboozling us. Oh shit. Sorry, I did the wrong thing. Sorry, just gotta catch up on chat real quick. 19 Steps says, in solidarity with LeChance, I will reveal one of my own fetishes. Oh, well, let me just pause in that sentence right there and say thank you, 19 Steps. That's really kind of you, and honestly, I wasn't expecting it. Here, let me keep reading. Which just happens to be bullying LeChance. Well, you had me in the first half, and I was really hopeful. Oh, Flo Sneezy, here's a friend. Can confirm LeChance eats toe bagels on buses. So, simultaneously supporting me while continuing to cyberbully me. And thank you once again, Bigfoot, seemingly old Daddy Warbucks over here. Cheering his heart out. But yes,
Cooney is my daddy Warbucks.
Cooney is everyone's Daddy Warbucks. And of course, Bigfoot says.
See, I'm gonna flex because for Cooney, because of him I can use my "It Takes Two" emote.
Oh, beautiful! Pogger. Wow, hey, someone you don't know flexed on Bigfoot there.
Cooney, I'm poor. Same.
Yeah, man, we're all there.
Dingus with the cheers.
Okay, everyone.
Oh okay.
Clearly, I made a horrible mistake mentioning cheers. I get it, guys. I get it. You've all. Okay, all right. This is incredibly excessive. I feel properly flexed on. Jesus. This is why my stream and then he says, "See you in finals." Oh shit, Cooney. Yeah, Cooney couldn't not return flex in his own way. He is our number one.
Oh my god! Cheers 100. He is the number one. Bigfoot cheers 1. Pathetic.
Bigfoot for the last time. Spin Doctors are not playing right now. Cooney is better. Absolutely. Thank you, Beast from Mathematics, for your cheer. This is great. I've never seen so many triangles. Y'all blew my eardrums out. Can I just say nothing is more confusing when people take advantage of our audio, our little jukebox that's just below the screen there. When I'm in game, it is. I think that you are playing something, and that's why I always mention it. I'm like, by the way, Yes, of course. Thank you. Thank you, the chance computer. Take my energy. It didn't crash last game, so we'll see. Thanks, guys. Thanks. My computer will harvest your energy. Jesus, Cooney. uh, Cooney playing the Happy Canadians. Jesus, guys. Okay, I've never been cyberbullied like this before. Yeah. Oh, okay, no. We still got the minute. What is that noise?
Come on! I bring them myself! These clouds come from Donnie's...
Sorry, I hadn't heard the Clown 9-1. This is... The bells have not stopped chiming. Thank you, Ev Dingus. Felt it was important to highlight a message that said LeChance smells. Just add it to the... Just add it to the list. Boy. Oh. Yep. Highlighted. Another highlighted message. Oh, I didn't realize we made Ev Dingus a mod who very quickly permitted the word fetish so that Turtle Star could say LeChance sweating because he knows the real fetish was the friends we made all along. Oh my god, that's actually very sweet. Turtle Star, you're a gem. Thank you for what for I think Turtle Star was the only person who said hey, let's all take a break. And an insane avalanche erupted. Oh my god. You guys haven't stopped. I know it's all ones, but the diggings has not stopped. Yes, Cooney. Yeah, the real secret. Thank you, Cooney. I do want your pennies. Happy Cloud can see it. Actually, I am just every penny that you guys donate. I'm sort of building myself a little bath.
He's literally. Have you seen DuckTales? He's literally filling up a room, and then he's gonna dive in.
It's true. I'm gonna break my nose. Bigfoot says, no joke, that's his actual fetish. Like, I'm not even kidding. The friends we made along the way. That's true. I love friends.
Cooney says, "Oh, I added an extra N and E to that. If you want our penis."
The clever wordplay. Well done, Cooney. Well done. We haven't even really talked. This has been so consistent. This has been nonstop. Thank you once again, Cooney cheering. Oh no, it's just catching up. Is that what's happening? Oh no. Is it just catching up? Oh my god, it is just catching up. Oh no, I just realized how this worked. Oh god. The cruel world. The bells will never stop chiming.
Well, we'll get into it now.
Absolutely. Oh, and really quickly, guys, you know the deal. If my stream crashes, it's totally not my fault, and we'll be right back. Sorry, carry on.
Hopefully, we see. I'll wait to see if it crashes. It didn't crash.
That's good.
Last time.
Yeah, let's see. I did turn my computer off and turn it back on again before all this went down, and that was sort of my soft-hearted fix.
Oh my god, we're twice, no crash.
What? We're still live?
Yeah.
Wow.
Alrighty, so
Merry
kind of a little
Christmas, every
run
one of
back.
us. Yes.
Little run back.
Yeah.
Comp. Trundle, Vigar, and Nico are the same.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. We have Set coming out for physical because the Wukong was banned, and I don't know if people on Gold Diggers are watching or here listening, but I'm fairly certain almost every time I've casted Azel, if he goes up against Morgana in game 1, he takes Morgana away in game 2 because after the interview he always goes, I don't like playing against Morgana. So I think that was like his inspiration. So Old No Name is going for the Tom Kench just to legitimately protect Shepard. Kind of listening to what we're saying. I would have preferred like a Lulu, but that's fine. And my most exciting champ that was picked is the Fiddlesticks. I think Fiddlesticks is pretty strong right now.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how comfortable Afrolabi is with him.
Absolutely.
But Fiddle can definitely pop off, and he farms very quickly in the jungle.
Absolutely. No. For sure. Do we see any exciting level 1s? Actually, I'm just looking at these compositions. I don't know. The Morgana's always nice. You can run in. Okay, I think Sensei Randals is in good spirits, based off of the dancing that was going on from Shepard. We'll see. And an immediate invading this top side, right? Who's waiting for them but the Troll King, who's just going to run away.
They get a ward. It's not too bad.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And I don't know if Trundle sees the effigy. It's still on the map right now. Okay, he just highlighted it now. So finally got it. I will say out of all the reworks, I do think the Fiddle rework is pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah.
I like how I can actually say there have been more. It's been like more than once that a Fiddle effigy has like actually spooked me.
Yeah.
Either one, because it just flashes and it's just like, Jesus Christ, why is it flashing on me? Or two, you like walk into a bush with it and it like looks like it's channeling ult, right?
Right.
You're like, oh my god, he's channeling ult on me. Like, this is spooky, right? So I do think it's like one of the cooler thematic things, and they kept the design like somewhat like old Fiddle. Also, the surprise party skin is amazing. It has really good voice lines. My favorite in the game. So yeah, really cool.
I just I learned a new Gnar voice line. Actually, I've completely forgotten it. It was something like, "Do you want a womp?" And Gnar's a cute, adorable.
All I know is he goes like "Nar Gada" when he's like walking around.
Oh, that's so good.
He's pretty cute. I think Astronaut Gnar is insanely cute.
Is there an
Someone you
astronaut?
don't know says I like it because it's a clown. Clown would like the
Fair.
clown likes the clown, as expected.
Makes sense. That is the captain of Clown 9, a team I believe that'll be playing this weekend in the finals, Friday, at a time
Friday,
you can
yes.
find on our Discord. I said that we
Okay,
would
so
get it better.
this-
Ooh, all right.
This is you Rhino's like main champ, so I expecting him to try to pop off this game.
We've got you Rhino on his main champ, we've got a Fiddlesticks in the jungle, and we've got N7 Shepard who's warmed up his fancy fingers after game 1. He's shown he can carry on this. Hopefully
Someone you
Sensei
don't-
Randals knows that they're in a good position.
Someone you don't know is confirming it's at 7 p.m. Eastern, hopefully. So if everything goes according to plan, that's the time. Tune in, guys, for the economy finals. Should be a banger. But we need to see the end of this game to see who's going to be playing in this match. Who's going to be playing in the executive finals versus Bill Withers Toyota dealership.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yeah, can't wait to see who turns this one around. Shepard is very up there. He does dodge the Morgana binding, which is fortunate. Draws a spell shield, which is going to be on a little bit of a longer cooldown now, and Trundle's in the area. Okay, let's see. Yeah, a lot of patience. It's a veteran player right there.
Shepard just really knowing his limits. I mean, this is definitely one of his most played champs this season. He is a dirty meta abuser and just plays what's good. But
Smart
I
man.
think that's correct, yeah, what you definitely should be doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
No hate on him. But yeah, should be good. The one thing I'll say is this Tom Kench does not offer nearly as much pressure as the Morgana did. So as you can see, the last game, Old No Name actually was doing a really good job of zoning Vega, which gave Shepard like a really huge lead.
Yeah, absolutely massive.
Now it's like a 20 CS lead in the early game, and it spiraled out of control, right?
Right. And now it's a lot more even. Okay, Physical beating up this Maokai right here, gets the full combo off, and I mean, that's set. right? That's just a rough situation to be in.
Yeah, Set is like traditionally really good into tanks. He has percent health on his Q, true damage on his Haymaker, and in the late game, his ultimate he can throw tanks into the backline, and his ultimate actually does damage based on the maximum health of who he pile drove. So if he throws this like full tank Maokai into the backline, he'll like nuke the carries.
Right. Yeah, he's got a target, which
It's
is
definitely a good Set game. Also,
okay,
if
Shepard locked up, well, not locked up here, but he's in the cage. Does
oh
some
my god,
fancy
the
feet
sidestep.
dodges. Yeah, this kid is unflappable.
Yeah, one thing I'll say too that's like, ooh, the damage coming in. One thing I'll say too is if Set also is quite good into Tom Kench. So if Tom Kench ults Aphelios,
Yeah.
Set could like get either behind him or by flashing or running and ult him back into his own team with Aphelios in his mouth, right?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it's something they have to be a little worried about. It definitely is an interaction I've seen happen. It could happen this game.
Okay, Physical going for it again.
So one thing I'll say too is I don't, and this is just a difference I think in trading and in rank maybe, but as you see, like Physical initiates that trade onto Bud and uses all his moves, and then Bud just runs away. But if Physical uses all his moves, like you should trade back, right? Because he's not going to be able to out trade you.
Right.
But I think he's just afraid of the strength of this set. So we'll have to see. But like, yeah, it's the same like with champs like Renekton or any of these lane bullies. A lot of people give them the leeway because they're like, oh, he chunked me, like it's spooky. But
Right.
if they use all the cooldowns, their cooldowns are fairly long actually, so you can trade back.
Right. You survived the chunk. You've weathered the storm. Get in there. Okay, you Rhino. A little less mana than Azurum. Someone did a thing on the stream, and thank you for that. Whatever that was.
Ev Dingus has beautiful eyes. This was cheered.
Oh. You know what? That's lovely. What a positive community that's focused on eyes. Okay, Physical here. I mean, this is the tanks bashing back and forth. All right, Azael walking up. The cage goes down. Let's see if this turns into anything. Shepard takes a bit of damage, but so does Azael.
Yeah, a lot of damage traded there from Shepard. Gets the snipe.
Ooh, Shepard's been doing a great job of dancing in the border of these cages.
Yeah, I don't think Shepard's been hit by a binding.
No, he hasn't. No, he is. It's just been a feisty little minx dancing
Really good
around the
movement
battlefield.
coming out of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, we were talking about it, and maybe I was giving Old No Name too much credit, but Shepard has already pulled a 20 CS lead on his own.
Yikes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we definitely saw from last game. I think this like early CSing on the Vygar is a little bit difficult if you don't have perfect conditions. And I don't think Shepard is going to let them have perfect conditions. It looks like 4 people are down here. From the side of Sensei Randals, let's see. Okay, Victor's going to walk back up. He's about halfway in between his lane, and Dragon has got to go back up, catch that gold. Fiddlesticks, wow, Shepard says, I don't even need you guys. I'm just going to walk up, dance around, dodge another Binding Azael. You don't have a lot of health. You're going to walk up. First blood.
Oh my god, he actually kills him.
He does.
And then Fiddlesticks, his ult was like so far away, I don't know where he actually even came from.
Yeah, and
But-
Kench wasn't close enough to eat him either.
Yeah, so really unfortunate there for Shepard. He looked like he was doing the damage, but he wasn't able to get his wasn't able to get the kill there, and Physical building quite a huge lead in the top lane, and was also able to get
Okay, wow,
okay.
this is the all-in from the Nico. Okay, Victor gets a little bit of a shield, is going to get the stun and deal some more damage with his ultimate.
Oh, that was nice. He got his shield off, so he didn't die, and with the phaser, she's able to zoom out of there. Azurum using his flash to...
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Afalabi really wants to get in there. Doesn't have enough damage yet. Quite to execute.
Yeah, still missing the damage, unfortunately, and also was not able to get close enough to get enough of the drain damage off.
Yeah. Yeah, wild. That looked like Shepard wanting to just like make something happen.
Yeah, I think that was just
Okay, teleport's coming in. Trundle's here as well. Let's see, the Fiddlesticks doesn't have the flash anymore. Let's see what they can do
Beat
here.
him.
Shepard is getting some damage on the backline of Flash. Okay, Afalabi is killed. Shepard does flash over the wall. Stunned up a little bit. Physical, running up forward. And they are going to turn this Drake over. Oof. Gold Digger showing up at the right time.
unfortunately. Yeah, I think I don't know how confident Old No Name is on this Tom Kench because in that all-in prior, where Shepard died, he was kind of standing behind Shepard with like full HP, where he just needs to get in there, right, and like try to absorb as much damage as he can, and he had his exhaust up. And then in the last fight, I don't know if he ate someone earlier, but he didn't. He could have eaten Fiddlesticks and maybe saved him. And Shepard's probably dead here.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
gets caught. Finally gets hit by a binding, and because
Yeah.
of that is toast. He's gonna miss this whole wave, and it's just not looking good. But yeah, unfortunate.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a lane where if you get locked up by one bit of CC, unless you're inside of the Tom Kench's mouth in the next second.
Quizzo says, "Is Titan Gaming playing next? Titan Gaming will be playing on Sunday in the CEO finals for Solar Flare."
Yes, indeed. Okay, maybe they'll get get the silence. And actually lands the tongue lash there as well. Very smooth.
So Turtle Star said there are no abbreviations on the scoreboard. That's because usually Buggleberry Fit has all the assets. So unfortunately, they are not going to be done tonight. That's another reason why we have the Solar Flare pick up there.
Oh, hilarious. Yeah, Turtle, I am the less competent streamer that is also very available on Tuesdays. At least in terms of technology. We've been streaming all season. This has been a ton of fun.
Quite low budget.
Quite low budget. Yeah, we always say it. It is a promise.
Alrighty, so
Yeah, here we go. Here is the Tom Kench move, and they are going to get around, but they don't have the inside angle that they need there. Actually, N7 Shepard's going to get rooted.
Shepard taking quite a lot of damage, and no one's coming to help bail out Bud under the turret here.
Yeah, he's got
He's probably
two.
okay. Yeah, he's probably fine, but they're gonna get another charge off on this Rift Herald.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is just looking kind of grim for Sensei Randals.
Okay,
Now,
Shepard
Sensei Randals,
inside
it
the
was
cage.
nice. It was looking grim before,
Right.
but I think the main issue, and they were able to kind of stabilize in the mid game
Yes.
off of some good kills. But I do think the big issue here is their bot lane, although there is a CS lead, is not able to. Okay, nice.
Here we go. Afalabi does get in there, and it does look like they're going to get the kill. Notorious Bud is going to be fighting two of these guys. The pillar, unfortunately, blocking his way, so he goes back inside. Rhino's in the area, but it's going to be a 3v1. They might be able to take this bottom tower.
Randall says support Gape this game. Gape, G-A-P-E.
Horrifying. Horrifying way to phrase that. But yeah, I mean, if they can funnel this Aphelios, we'll see. But that's what we were saying last game as well. And I don't know. This was looking a lot more even for the first 8 minutes, like really even. But these moves from Gold Diggers have just been, they capitalized on that dragon. Knowledge that the flash was down on Fiddlesticks and they had him trapped in that pit. Yeah. Okay, Shepard slowed, but eaten right away from Ol No Name.
And that's what he needs to do, right?
Yes.
And then walk up and like start zoning the Vagar.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I think
there's definitely a chance. I don't think it's like, I'm not saying it's doomed,
right.
but I do think that Shepard needs to get another item, and then they need to like really peel him. So Rhino does have his completed Hex Core. He will be pretty strong in this next fight. This dragon might be like a huge decider, because if they're able to pull like some sort of team fight win out of here with the fact that they have a lot of upfront damage, right? They have this Fiddlesticks ultimate. They have Rhino with so much burst. He's gonna chunk her.
Oh yeah, yes
his
he
ult.
is, and maybe go for the kill
She
here.
might be dead.
Oh, let's see. No. Nope, she's gonna
So
walk out.
he deciding not to come because he saw Azurum coming. He does get her stopwatch, but his ult will be down for this dragon.
Right.
So I don't know if it's worth. I'm surprised he just opted not to cleanse the binding and just try to follow up for the kill.
Oh,
But maybe he realized that she was coming in. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, I could definitely see that. This dragon. Okay, they're just gonna start it up. They've got a ward on it, but they're just gonna go for it, and they actually might be able to burst it down.
no, I think they saw Trundle recall, so they know that they can go for this. And yeah, nice. They get the free drag, avoiding a team fight.
Perfect.
Huge.
Yeah, that's
if they can get
enormous.
a pink ward in this bush, I think Afrolabi can look to hover down here. He should be hovering here. Yeah, he's hovering. Look at him.
Okay. Let's
Waiting
see.
to potentially use his ult to
Yep.
like
Morgana
come
and
in.
Trundle are on the other side, though. He's actually going to get spotted out. Oh, Afrolabi's actually going to get tagged here, and Polar Bear is going to come to maybe land some follow-up CC. He is going to get tagged.
Oh,
and
he's
Tom
dead.
Kench is on the other side of the wall, unfortunately, away from his partner. Prompts a flash, but that Dominion going to keep charging forward. I lied, he's going to turn around, because Shepard is just going to be there dealing a butt-ton of damage.
Yeah, Shepard able to zone them off with his Graviton, getting the snare on 3 of them. But yeah, with Trundle down here, they looks like they have to back off.
Reasonable. It's an enormous troll with a club. Nobody likes that. Okay, you Rhino. Oh, got tagged there. So, you know.
I think this is the point of the game where you Rhino should have the advantage.
Yes, but Trundle's coming behind, so this is actually.
Oh, he
gets the
Right.
kill. Absolutely. Great job, you Rhino, looking for a path to escape. The flash onto
your
him,
move.
and a flash right
EQ.
over. Uses a cleanse. Let's see if he can get some,
Okay,
some
nice.
space. Here it is, and channeling. Here it is, the big scary scarecrow himself in. But the rest of Gold Digger shows up, and they try to make a hasty exit. But okay,
Eat
let's
'em.
see. At
Eat
7
'em.
Shepard in the area. Afrolabi, unfortunately. I mean, Maokai's here as well, but Gold Diggers is grouped. Sensei Randals is split, and you just can't fight these team fights like that. Yikes. That was bad, but had some good signs for Sensei Randals. If I'm
So
not,
you Rhino got the solo kill, which was really good,
yeah,
right?
that was really good. Oh,
And
God, physical just takes
unfortunately,
this.
Gold Diggers are just quicker on these plays and collapsing.
Yeah.
Afrolabi was there, but by the time he was able to get his ult channeled, the whole team was there.
Right.
So, yeah, just not looking good for them. Physical opting for a Hex Drinker versus the triple AP comp here.
Curious.
Not bad. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It just depends if he wants like the Maw for more damage, or if he wants like more of a tank item like the Adaptive Helm or something. But yeah, we'll have to see.
You know,
Shepard does have his Infinity Edge. He's working on his second item. Again, they have the comp to protect him. There's actually, I would say, even less like effective dive this game.
Yeah.
Although the biggest risk is Set throwing Maokai into him, right?
yes, absolutely.
But you Rhino is strong, and you Rhino can play backline with Shepard. He doesn't have to dive in, right? He can kite back and peel. He's getting his farm. He's getting strong. He's 148 CS. He's about even with his laner. But Victor heavily outscales Nico, right? Like
Yeah.
Nico does offer some teamfight utility, but Victor's damage is ridiculous.
Also a difference. Wow,
Oh,
and here we
nice.
go. Scarecrow coming in, fleeing away. Vygar's cut down. Morgana hiding in a bush, but there's a ward in there.
That's a shutdown. It's
Yeah.
a bonus 150 gold going into Aphelios' pocket, and Aphelios is sitting on 1100 right now,
Absolutely.
working towards his rune dance.
So, you know, another difference from last game, this Nico was pretty big last game by this point. And that is not the case right now. An immediate flash away from the Nico. Nico's flash is down. You don't have to worry about a flash ult, but Old No Name might be caught out here. Let's see if his allies can come. The exhaust goes down. He's got some
Okay,
extra health, and
here
here
they go.
it is around the corner. This is, in fact, a prank. Maokai comes in here. Oh, but Set tosses somebody into the back line, and N7 Shepard goes down because of it. Oh, no name's still up though. Oh, disaster for Sensei Randals. That's gonna be.
But able to get one on the backside. We'll probably get two.
Yeah, two actually.
Okay, actually, play.
Okay, and you
Somewhat
Rhinos.
gets,
Yeah, that kind of works. But this.
somewhat gets salvaged there. Rhino can easily turn this. They
Yes,
don't
he
have
can.
ultimates.
Oh, if he had ult. That
He
would've
doesn't
been-
really need it. He can just stay out of their range and chase him down here.
That's
he
true.
has the cleanse.
Oh, great dodge there. Let's see. Okay. Gets the movement speed.
Oh, I'm really surprised. Okay, Vagar actually coming in.
Yeah.
Rhino should be okay here. He could probably one-shot the Vagar.
He could. Let's see.
He has cleanse. He should just walk through his thing. Yeah. Rhino
Alright.
playing a little bit reserved, but that might have been his chance to get some kills, actually.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. An immediate flash from Polar Bear, and a smart one, I think, as well.
Nice. Great flash.
Physical.
So what looked like an amazing play for Sensei Randals and maybe a game turner was they just couldn't finish off anyone.
Yeah.
Set was able to get off his W and then throw N7 into Nico.
Yeah.
And they do have the inside track on this
They do.
drag.
Set is behind them a little bit though.
The main issue here is that
There's some
okay, here they
major
go.
ults down. Yeah, here we go.
Like,
Let's see.
yeah,
Rhino doesn't have a lot of
Rhino's-
mana. Let's see. Are they going to
Rhino-
get the Drake? They do get the Drake, and let's see if they can turn and win this fight or get out of here. A lot of half health bars
Oh,
on the side of
huge
Gold
fiddle.
Digger. A massive fiddle only gets tossed into the wall, but they're actually able to finish some people off. Let's see. Here, Rhino are completely out of mana. And Gold Diggers is going to retreat maybe. Polar Bear gets locked up by this Maokai. Let's see if they can get it. They do, and
Oh my
they
God, he
pass
won.
it off.
He instantly kills him, but yeah, I mean that's a 3 for 2, and they get the dragon. That's
Yeah.
really big for Sensei Randals. Like,
And they did that.
honestly, dude.
5K down. 6K down.
Yeah, huge. They
Massive.
have really, they have a really good teamfight comp here. Like, and Afolabi was able to get in the back line. He has his double pen. He was able to melt them. Physical tried his best to get him out of there, but the only way he could throw him was kind of into more of his team.
Did I just hear a flash? Maybe I'm completely
That
wrong.
was a Fiddlesticks effigy flashing.
Oh, I see. Confuses even me.
So yeah, Shepard is sitting on, I think enough gold to complete his Runeans. Yeah, he gets his Runeans. Bistro Mathematics highlights Monka point right 200. Bud needs to go Sunfire Visage and not Thornmail. Yeah, I'm not sure why he doesn't like to build the Sunfire Cape. It is a very strong item. But he has the Visage, which will help him heal.
Trundle's got to drop that
Please,
rift.
slow sneezy says LeChance falling for the Fiddle clone and he's not even in the game.
Yeah, listen, I never claimed to be a skilled player. Also, now I know how it would work against me in a game.
So yeah, Shepard having the Runeans here, I would say is pretty amazing for Sensei Randals, and he's gonna have his flash up soon.
Yeah.
The next objective is probably Baron, but they honestly, Sensei Randals can probably just play for these dragons, and it's worth it for them. Oh, huge!
Oh,
engage.
amazing! Absolutely excellent Fiddlesticks ultimate right there. Obliterating Polar Bear. Take the
Lands
Viger
the
out of the
slow.
equation. They've caught Azale off to the side. They get to decide where the kill goes, and they pass it off to you, Rhino.
Oh, Sensei Randals is really starting to turn on, and
Absolutely.
honestly, I think although they're the jungler has had a little bit questionable like positioning in the early game,
Yeah.
he is finding a lot of these ults now.
Absolutely. And Notorious Bud
Facing down
might be
Bud.
caught up a little bit. I do think he's going to go down. Oh, this could be bad. We've got Nico on the other side. Can absolutely just jump in and be a horror. Okay, they get it.
God,
They're
he
gonna back.
almost he did not have his smite or he missed it. I don't know. They got it, but like that was
That was
really close.
Yeah.
They trade inhib for Baron. Definitely worth. If they're able to get a kill here, this could be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great pillar.
The dumb idiot opting for his like attack speed trundle build again. Although it makes him strong in the 1v1, it's like quite bad in team fights.
Yeah.
Especially now that I think they have Sensei Randals. Looks like they have somewhat of a better idea of how to play these team fights out. We'll have to
Now
see.
that Fiddlesticks thing didn't flash there, it just moved. Does it
So
randomly
it
do it?
does, yeah, it has like a bunch of animations it does. So it will just walk. One of the animations is the fear, one is the ult channeling, one's flashing. There's a lot of different things it does.
That is fantastic. That just shows how good the rework is.
Yeah, it does a lot of cool stuff. So working on his final crit item for Aphelios. The dragon is up in a minute.
Okay.
Sensei Randall has the Baron, but I don't think they really care to push. They're just gonna catch waves and farm up. They really, I truly believe they like hard outscale the
Yeah.
side of the Gold Diggers here.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're looking for the Drake. They're pinging it off. Again, if they get the soul, it's going to be huge because a lot of the way their comp loses if they lose to burst. But if they have that extra HP, it's going to be really big, right, from the shield. So Bud sitting up top, he is able just to kind of he will never be able to
teleport for this dragon. All right, they do take a
he'll
turret
never be
down.
able to fight physical. Okay, they land a.
Oh, onto this Fiddlesticks. If Fiddlesticks is gone, that's not great. Let's see if he can get away. Gonna be at half
Got
health for
chunked
this.
out there. Yeah, he needs to find a minion wave. Oh my god, he gets hit again.
Gets tagged again. All no name standing.
So the minion wave's coming up. Maybe he'll ruck there and heal up, but if not, he's gonna have to go into this with very low health. He doesn't have an hourglass either, so it's pretty risky.
The two of them are gonna back. They might just be turning this.
Oh yeah, I don't know why they back so early. I guess if they don't see them, they don't think they can start it.
Physical
So yeah,
and
okay, nice.
Notorious are just gonna walk down. Like really just
Yeah, they
mirroring
go.
each other. Okay, they're starting this up. And let's
they're
see,
just
they're actually
giving
gonna
it.
decide to push with Baron, but then they might be collapsed on. Alright, two tanks.
I
Trapped
really
in the
don't agree with
cage.
this. I feel like they're strong enough to fight for this, but
Yeah.
looks like they're good grouping.
Yeah, they're just deciding to use the Baron. They're gonna get, okay,
Or
let's see,
Zell
we've got a
flashing
team fight
it.
to flash in. He does get the ult off. Okay, Physical's gonna get huge. This is
Oh,
so much
no.
damage, and it's actually looking really good for Sensei Randals for a minute right here. If they can finish these health bars off, that's immediate going down. And yes, absolutely, Sensei Randals gets the ace with a big wave. They can push down. I don't know if they can win. You know, don't quote me
Definitely
on
can't
that.
end, but they can get the inhib.
Yes.
Physical, I don't think he realized when he E'd the Fiddlesticks kind of into his team there.
Hey, I think they're gonna try to. Oh, he E'd the Fiddlesticks further in.
Yeah, he pulled him into his team, and Fiddlesticks just melted. And the AoE with Fiddlesticks, Victor, and this Aphelios was so much, it just like kind of effortlessly wiped the entire team. And yeah, it was crazy. So you Rhino opting for the second item Void Staff was huge because there's a lot of MR on the side of Gold Diggers. And yeah, Sensei Randals is actually like playing well this game. Like really, they're playing out their team fights a lot better. Last game, I think they were not all on the same page, but this they know that like if we deathball these guys, there's not a good chance that they can beat us.
And if this goes to a game 3, I think you can bet money that we're not going to see Aphelios making it over.
I would say
maybe,
like
actually.
there's a chance because I don't know if the Aphelios is like the main reason they're winning this game. But
No,
yeah,
absolutely. Probably,
I
maybe
think
more
as
the
a
victor.
whole, they're like, yeah, they're playing well. And also, yeah, shout out to you, Rhino. He kind of inted game 1. Not gonna lie, like he fed multiple times to just like doing stupid stuff. And this game, he's playing really well.
Bringing it back.
He's had a lot of solo kills. His positioning's a lot better. He's getting a lot farmed. And yeah, they gave up the dragon, but they got the inhib for it, which might be worth for them. And they do outscale. Oh, it looks like they're trying to make a play on Shepard.
Yeah, let's
he does
see.
have. Oh, here's physical. He's kind of in a
Here, let's see.
position here. Maybe Bud can collapse on him.
Taking over the controls,
Oh,
guys.
nice.
This is not what you want, but it's what's happening. Physical. All right, okay. Physical's not alone though. He's got the rest of his team coming. All right, let's see. Maokai ult goes down. A lot of damage. We are in a hallway right now. Let's see. We've got the Nico ult channeling, and Evan 777 is on the other side. Absolutely, that was enormous. Let's see if they can finish off these health bars though. Oh my God, yes. Okay, yeah, they finish off Physical right there.
Wow. Okay, so Aphelios is a fair and balanced champion, and his turret was just marking enemies. So he was just autoing them over the wall with his turret.
Now,
And
let's just...
yeah, that was
an immediate flash. Okay, let's see. Oh, Bud.
okay, nice.
Bud says he can do this. I think he actually can. He does. And that's probably...
That might be the game.
That might be the
they
game.
Have 10 seconds here.
Let's address that
Helios.
for that final climactic team fight, I had to control the camera by hand, and I apologize.
Helios has the red gun. Looks like they're just going for this.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can get it. Yeah,
I don't know. We're going to see.
Up.
Okay, it teleports channeling coming in here. Let's see.
Oh, wait,
Rhino on the back line and 7 Shepherd. They're
them.
dealing so much damage. We're going to take this tower down, and the Dominiot's going to go down as well, and it's just physical and exhaust off to finish the job. And the ults. But we are going to go on to a game 3. It is 1-1, and we're going to go into a tiebreaker.
Night and day difference from Sensei Randals this game, at least in the team fighting. They played so much better. They were playing so just together, right? Like, really well done. Again, Gold Diggers had like an even bigger lead this game at the beginning.
Yeah.
But the team comp was not good enough to dive these double backline carries. And huge shout out to you, Rhino, flipping his game around. Physical again, kind of crazy, but had the most damage in the game on set. So he was for sure popping off, but set is not a champ that can 1v1, or he's not a champ that's going to carry team fights nearly as hard as like Wukong, for instance, right?
Right.
So huge.
Oh, we're ready for your BT dubs in the...
Yeah, I need an invite.
Oh, yes. I was in the wrong place. My fault.
Game lobby is full.
There
we go.
Excellent.
Yeah, really well done. So that was a massive...
God damn it, evening.
a massive turnaround. So, yeah, hopefully we can see... Yeah, I'm excited to see the draft adjustments. I don't know. I mean, like you said, there might be certain picks that are worth taking, but if you drop up one of those bans for like the Aphelios, then you might give up one of the other 80 carries he likes to play, or you're going to give up the you might give up the Rengar ban, right? And is that worth giving up? Because if it's been banned every game, that means that their jungler might be like a Rengar player, right? And it's,
right.
So there's so many potential things that they need to do. So we're going to wait on the pro draft here. But there's quite a lot of...
Oh my god. Oh yes, first of all, you Rhino, thank you. I'll take all that orc energy. Second of all, some absolutely monstrous and horrifying ideas being tossed around. 19 Step says, if there's a Morgana skin where she's a tree, I think there should be a Maokai skin where he's made out of flesh, which Flo Sneezy followed up with, I'm with you, 19, I want Mankai. Which is scary. Very scary. Beautiful. Horrible Flo Sneezy. Just awful.
He throws babies. Well,
just truly.
Stream is ready.
Truly the worst.
So we are getting into draft here shortly, I think.
Yes.
So it says R. He's just waiting on Sensei Randals to ready up.
Oh no. Flo Sneezy says, and he melts into a puddle of human goo for W. Oh no! Maybe this is a Halloween skin, and then many arms pop out of the ground to grab you for ult. Gross. Gross. Just
Maokai is in the Legends of Runeterra game, the card game, actually.
Oh,
he is part of a mill strategy. Yeah, he's a mill. He is like a 5-mana 2/5 or something. That every time you summon a creature, or the first time you summon a creature, he makes a sapling.
of course.
And then the champions flip, right? They level up after a condition's made, and his is like you've either milled 25 of your own cards, or 25 units have died, like it's combined, right?
Yeah.
And when he's summoned, he mills the opponent's deck down to until they have 4 cards left. That's his summon. That's his flip.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, if they ever flip Maokai on you, you have like a 4-turn clock. Evdingus says Lachance is bad. Evdingus, if you weren't a mod, I would ban you from the stream for that heresy.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, was that a Warhammer reference? No, that was just the word heresy.
Sword of heresy.
Sorry, I'm.
So Gold Diggers
Read a lot of
ban
Warhammer lore.
Tom Kench. Actually,
Interesting. They believe that if they can kill Shepard, that they can win the game. And boy, are they picking a champion to do it. Really interesting. Did they pick Aphelios again, first pick, or do they grab another really important thing?
I'm going to say he's going to go with Aphelios. I think they're going to go Aphelios Morgana again.
They've got some options, yeah.
This is going to sound like BM.
Yeah.
But I don't really think Old No Name did much with the Tom Kench last game in terms of like eating Aphelios.
Yeah.
I never saw him like making clutch saves. So I wasn't in the game, so maybe I felt different. But I don't know if that's like worth the ban. Now, if they were trying to pick Leona, Tom Kench is really good into that, right? Because they stun Aphelios, he just eats Aphelios. But I think Old No Name could go back to Morgana. He played it well in the lane phase, and there were just a few times where he needed just to spell shield Aphelios. And there it is. Yeah, I don't think that's bad. I think, in fact, that's probably what they want.
Yeah.
They might even give them more pressure during the lane phase, right? Again,
it's not the Vygar, though. They're bringing out the Ezreal.
Yeah. So this is a polar bear pick for sure. Someone that I think I'm familiar seeing him play. But yeah, I think a big difference in game 1 and game 2 for Sensei Randals at least is how they team fought. They just played more cohesive. I think they needed to potentially not. They needed just to play cohesive, and I think Gold Diggers, they kind of did what they always did. Okay, so Nico's getting picked here.
Interesting.
I'm gonna guess that they're gonna pick Victor here. Yeah.
Why would you not run that back?
They don't take Victor. Yeah, it's gonna get banned. Okay. Sensei Randall's kind of getting what they want.
Yeah, I don't think
Gold
that's
Diggers,
bad for them.
I think is also playing what they want, but I think if anything, Rhino has shown that he's a lot more comfortable in Victor versus Nico rather than Nico versus a melee champ like Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna ban Trundle actually.
Okay, I think that's reasonable. I think Trundle's been a real pain. He's had excellent pillars throughout this series so far.
Rhino says, actually, they banned GP, so I couldn't pick it. That's because your team doesn't want to lose. They banned your own GP because they knew.
Exactly. I want to take
that might have been
a small moment to admonish 19 Steps and Flow Sneezy for working together towards something so horrible.
Yeah. I like the Fiddlesticks ban. I do think that he popped off.
Yeah.
And the Jax ban coming in versus Physical, I guess. I don't really know what else Physical plays, but yeah, they're just trying to limit the carries he gets. And Maokai coming in. Okay, so I assume they're going to just pick a tank for Bud again in the top lane.
Yeah.
Something that's just like stable so he can just get farmed up. They're not really playing towards him at all, so he needs to just play weak side and play just be as safe as possible, right? And just be like this pressure sponge.
Right.
There it is.
Yeah.
The Ornn.
Yep.
Yeah, I assume that was the case. They're saving counter pick for the jungler again. Now, here's something crazy. Rengar, that was banned both games, is up.
True.
Right? He may whip it out. I do think Olaf is quite good into this team. He's not great versus Leona, or versus Ezreal, sorry, but he's good versus Leona and Nico. Vladimir coming in for Physical.
Oh.
Definitely different. I don't know if I've seen him play like the mage. I've seen him mostly play these like bruiser, juggernaut style champions. 4 of the 5 bans are for Physical.
They are indeed.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. Shivana and Mord incoming. Yeah, the dumb idiot. Ooh, Nunu.
Hey,
Okay.
they want those dragons. It's been a huge point of
And
conflict.
oh,
Kane.
Kane. Okay, I like the Kane
I
into Nunu.
love
I think
that.
that's a good matchup.
Yeah.
Um, he will most likely be going red, but he will easily stack for blue. But I don't think he wants blue into this like heavy CC comp. Wow, should be a banger game. These are two comps that are like
This is a game
some of
3.
the some new, but some old, and then some of these like secret picks. Right? They got the Nunu coming in, and they also have this Kane. I'm pretty
Seriously.
excited.
I want to touch on something. Man Crank, Man Zix, Mana Bear, and a Manvia. Oh no, I think a really, really frightening friendship has just sort of spawned. Jesus. This is not. I feel like this is how, uh, whatever, Dr. Frankenstein got his start. Or whatever that man's name was. Hey, well, we've got a minute. Happy, are we gonna cast the Valorant League? Do you have any experience casting shooters?
I do not, but I'll be down to do it.
Dude, I don't either. I'd love to just muddle through it.
I could watch some videos and see how people do it. But yeah, I would love to cast Valorant with you. That'd be great.
All right, yeah, we'll give it a swing. Talk about segues, guys. After the finals this weekend, there is going to be a new aspect, a brainchild, surprisingly not that of 19 Steps and Flow Sneezy. We're doing a Valorant League in LBLCS. So if you're interested in that and you don't know
I think
what's
this
going
is
on
your
there,
last week to sign up, right? Because it starts like immediately after, I think.
yeah, it's something like that. If you're curious, at an admin, and one of them will tell you what's up. It might be me because I might educate myself on that right after. But I do think it starts right after this week. Flo Sneezy and 19 Steps are workshopping a sitcom with Dr. Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll having coffee and discussing mad science. Huh. Eve Dingus doing his absolute best to derail just life in general, says that it starts next May. Awful, Flo Sneezy. That was your worst idea so far. Just awful. All right, so looking at these compositions, who do you think do you think this is like equally threatening?
Yeah, I
Comps?
think both these comps have like their win cons, and they both definitely are good.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely. I would say the one thing I'm somewhat worried about is that Afolabi doesn't have his fiddlesticks, because I do think that he was like a huge reason they were able to win these team fights. He got a lot of good flanks with his ult and a lot of good like just a ton of CC. He had two like really big ultimates that I think were game winning.
Yeah.
Kane can be like a nuisance and can be really strong. But it's going to be, again, I think their team, they want to play very similar. They want to have Ornn and Morgana peeling for this Victor Aphelios, and then Kane causing chaos in the back line. So we'll have to see how it goes. But I'm excited. And on the side of Gold Diggers, I'm most excited to see Physical on this hyperscaling Vladimir. And I love Nunu, so I want to see how the Nunu pops off.
Yeah. Jesus. This Bigfoot, wow. No, the Spin Doctors didn't win. It's not Game 3. This is not a best of 5. Spin Doctors are not up 2-0. This is Game 3 of the semifinals for the Executive League. The finals will be played Saturday at 5:30 p.m. EST. Be there to see it. Bigfoot wow cheers. Spin Doctors about to close out the best of 5 sweep. Nope. Once again, this is Sensei Randals Intermediate Karate Squadron versus the Gold Diggers. Eve Dingus adding to chaos wherever he can. Flo Sneezy also participating. Flo Sneezy also did say he can't mess up the Ornn build. How do you feel about that?
I have watched many economy games, Flo Sneezy.
But this is executive. This is next level.
Yep. And I've seen quite a few Ornns not build the Sunfire Cape Abyssal Mask. So I pray that he builds it, because it's like those are the two strongest items for Ornn. He needs to build like whatever order he should build Abyssal Mask first, probably. But yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah, we will. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. Flo Sneezy says if not, it's Spirit Visage or Thornmail, but doesn't want it. How do you feel about Cogman? 19 Steps cheered that. Fucking Salt throwing up on everyone, crawling around. Yikes! 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 A cruel question. My God. Nightmare scenario.
Alrighty. Gentlemen, we are getting into the final game of this series. It's 1-1. On the blue side, we have the Gold Diggers looking to make it to the finals to fulfill what Azel said in week 1 after interviewing him. He said, and I quote, I think they suffered a pretty bad loss to Frank's Little Beauties, and he said that we would make it to the finals.
And they're a game away.
They're a game away, I'm fairly certain. Or Sensei Randals, a team that has had a very up and down trajectory, but has come together with some positional swaps and is gonna kind of try do their best to make the upset here. Because I would say going into this, I definitely favored Ground Zero Gaming, especially based on regular season stats. Right, they crushed Sensei Randals in the regular season, so should be a banger.
I think Sensei Randals may have gotten the games in that they needed to. Found
Chriso
their
says,
momentum.
when do the Glue Eaters play next? They play next season. That's when they play next.
Hey.
Unfortunately.
Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Whoa,
But yeah.
that is a cool Sasquatch. And of course, folks, if the stream crashes, if you're new to this stream, you haven't seen it crash yet, we'll be right back. But no, I can't even say anything because I don't want to.
I love Sasquatch Nunu.
Yeah,
I don't have that.
Awesome, right?
Such a good skin.
Looks
Yeah,
like
that's like a legacy skin.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think you can't buy it in the store. And then also, he's running the Phase Rush Nunu Tech, which is the new Nunu build usually. I like running Domination